Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into some really powerful, timeless wisdom about how to navigate this journey we call life. We're going to explore how to find strength, peace, and resilience, not by trying to change everything around us, but by getting to know the world inside of us. So, let's get started.
Okay, let's kick things off with a feeling I bet we've all had. You know that strange, sometimes tough moment when a chapter in your life closes? Is that just the pain of it being over? Or could it be a sign of something much, much bigger?
And here's an idea that really makes you think. Closing a door, it's not about being proud or admitting defeat. Nope, it's a choice. It's about you, intentionally making space for whatever's coming next, for the person you're actually meant to become.
So let's totally reframe what an ending is. It's not a wall, right? It's more like a pivot. It's life giving you a chance to be redirected toward a new path, one that might just be a way better fit for the person you're becoming. The real secret here is learning to see the potential that's waiting just on the other side of that closure. You see, a closed door kind of forces us to stop and look around. And when we do that, we might just spot a bigger opportunity, a more fulfilling direction, or a new beginning that clicks with us on a much deeper level. It's a powerful reminder that every single ending holds the seed of a brand new start.
All right, so if endings are actually opportunities, where do we get the strength to grab them? Well, all the wisdom on this points in one direction, inward. True power isn't something you find out there. It's right here, inside of us. It's really about learning to tap into the incredible resources we already have.
This comparison, wow, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? We're so often taught to chase happiness through things outside ourselves, more money, higher status, what other people think of us. But the real insight here is that true, lasting happiness, that's an inside job. It's built on a solid foundation of self-acceptance, gratitude, and a real sense of inner peace.
This completely flips our whole idea of what strength is. It's not about never failing or having a perfect winning record. No way. True strength, genuine resilience, is measured by how many times you manage to get back up after being knocked down. See, every time you rise, you forge a kind of power that winning alone could never, ever teach you. This idea is captured so perfectly in this story about a wise man and a weary traveler. The wise man points out that life itself isn't what's so hard. It's the invisible burdens we haul around in our hearts. You know, the resentments, the regrets, the fears that make the journey feel so incredibly heavy.
So, how do we lighten that internal load? Well, it starts not by trying to get rid of our emotions, but by learning to manage them. We start to understand that real power is in self-control, in that tiny but crucial moment where we get to choose how we react. And patience, it's not just sitting around waiting. It's a hidden, active strength.
And this brings us to a really powerful and honestly an often overlooked tool for building that inner strength, silence. In a world that is just constantly buzzing with noise and distractions, finding a moment of stillness can feel like a revolutionary act.
And it's so important to get what this really means. Silence isn't weakness. It's not an absence of thought. Sometimes it's a language all its own, and it can be way more powerful, more eloquent, and more meaningful than 1,000 words ever could be.
So what are the gifts we get from this silence? Well, for one, it creates the space for us to truly listen, not just to other people, but to that quiet voice inside us that usually gets drowned out. It acts like a filter, kind of purifying our hearts, organizing the chaos in our minds, and ultimately helping us to finally hear ourselves. It's in that quiet space that the answers we've been looking for tend to show up.
Just think about the power of this for a second. Even a single minute of quiet, mindful presence can do more for you. It can be more restorative, more clarifying than hours of frantic, stressed-out work. The wisdom here is pretty clear. It's all about the quality of our attention, not just the quantity of time we spend.
Okay, so with this newfound sense of inner strength and clarity, how do we actually navigate life itself? The wisdom here gives us this beautiful metaphor. Think of life as a river. And here's the core of it. You can't force a river to go where you want it to go. You'll just wear yourself out fighting the current. Real wisdom is learning how to swim with it, to adapt to its twists and turns, and to trust that it's carrying you exactly where you need to be. So what does it actually mean to swim with the current? Well, it starts by accepting what you can't change. It means learning to adapt and even finding some beauty in those unexpected turns. It also takes humility, and this is a big one, to say, I was wrong. That's seen as a real sign of wisdom. And finally, it's about letting go, releasing what's holding you back so you can make room for something new.
You know, when we learn to swim with that river, we start to see that every single experience has a purpose. Nothing is wasted. Pain teaches us patience. Joy teaches us gratitude. A challenge teaches us courage. From this point of view, every single thing that happens to us becomes a gift. And this brings us to our final and maybe the most important section of all. Every idea we've talked about, growth, inner strength, learning from experience, they all come together at one single point in time, right now, the present moment.
This table just lays it out so clearly. When our minds are stuck dwelling on the past, we usually end up with regret. When they're constantly racing ahead into the future, we get anxiety. So peace, it isn't some far-off destination you have to reach. It's a location, and it can only be found right here in the now.
Think about the rhythm of just one day. Yesterday is over. Its mistakes are lessons to learn from, not heavy bags to carry. Tomorrow isn't here yet, so don't let its imaginary fears paralyze you today. Today is the only thing you actually have. It's a fresh, unwritten page.
And this is really what it all leads to. The ultimate prize on this whole journey isn't fame or money. It's this simple but incredibly profound state of being. Inner peace is the greatest wealth you can ever possibly own, because when you truly have it, you have everything you'll ever need.
And so that leaves us with one final question. This isn't just a nice metaphor, it's a daily invitation. Knowing what you know now and recognizing the power you hold in this very moment, what will you write on your page today?